The camera enables me to make a connection with my subject immediately and then afterwards. Because I've never had the ability to remember somebody in any dimension. I can remember a photograph of them, but that two-dimensional photograph is forever locked in my brain. It's kind of unique to be able to make that connection through a photograph. Everything from my art history training to my prosopagnosia or face blindness leads into what I currently do and has helped me develop my particular style. Hi, I'm ZeissxTracyBosworthPage. I am an editorial portrait photographer. Early on, I had decided to go to art school and study painting and portraits, and then at some point I realized that I have no capacity to remember faces. It was the moment I realized that I probably wasn't going to be successful as a portrait artist if I couldn't remember a face beyond having it in front of me. I picked up a camera, and it took a long time for me to convince myself that my camera was a viable tool, but because of the prosopagnosia, I've always cropped very close because of the part that my brain seems to be missing that I want to capture with a camera. But because I cropped very closely, this agent called me and said, I don't know if you thought about doing this, but this would lend itself very well to headshots, and we actually are missing someone in this market. It was all grown out of my inability to remember faces. I have learned how to use color theory to pull out eye color. If the eyes communicate with the person viewing the headshot, the actor has a greater chance of getting in the door. So there was one particular subject that was just a really dear friend. He would ride his motorcycle in fur. So I asked him, I said, one day when you're out riding, will you just walk into the studio? And he did one day. That image became an iconic image for me. It was really the image that led me to want to do fine art black and white. It made me actually start to understand that my photography was art and that my camera is now a brush, and it enables me to do things that I haven't done with pen and ink and oil paint in more than 20 years. And it's really converted my work into an expression of my soul. As someone said to me early on, it's not about what you can do in Photoshop, it's about what you can do with our lens. I started shooting with the Zeiss Otis lens, and there is this level of detail that falls into this gentle softness. In this particular lens, it's the transition from extremely sharp to extremely soft. And I've also noticed through the years that I've been shooting with Zeiss that I post-production a lot less. It's really changed who I am as a photographer, and it's changed my work. Now I'm to the point where my camera is second nature. I don't think about that anymore. My camera has supplanted what my memory can't do. It's made me realize that my lack of facial recognition is a gift and not a detriment. It's really made me thankful for what I don't see because it's created what I do see.